Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some Christmas gift ideas with you, and I have sort of split this into 5 categories. So we've got beauty, fashion, home, travel and tech. And in addition to that, I'm also going to be doing some Christmas giveaways. I'm really into the whole festive and giving spirit, and I really wanted to give something back to those of you who watch my videos, to say a little bit of a thank you. It always makes my day to read through so many of your comments, and I feel like I have developed some relationships with so many of you. So yeah, this is just going to be my way of saying thank you, but they will be scattered throughout the video, and I will leave all of the information for the giveaway down in the description box below. There's going to be multiple giveaways, but the general gist is going to be leave a comment, let me know where in the world you live, and then also be subscribed to my channel. So very, very easy. Now I'm actually going to start with a 6th sort of bonus category, which I actually think is really the most valuable type of gift to give, and that is an experience. And I really wanted to talk about this first because I think when it comes to Christmas time, we get so focused on the idea of giving things to people, and I don't know about you, but when it comes to my own family, we've had discussions about how we all have what we need and we're all in a position to be able to buy what we need throughout the year. We're very fortunate, and I know not everybody is in that same position, but for me, the thing that I really love is being able to spend time with my family. So a couple of ideas or gift ideas that are experiences which I think would make really magical gifts at Christmas time would be concert tickets. For example, for my birthday this year, Luke got me tickets to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was amazing. I absolutely love that, and honestly 100% would recommend getting something like that because you get to experience that gift with the person that you're giving it to, and it just makes it a little bit more special. Also, for my sister's birthday this year, she really loves ramen, so I booked us in to do a ramen noodle making class, and I have never seen someone so excited. I made this little voucher, which I wish I kept the template for because then I could have shown you on screen. It was pretty neat. She actually thought it was a legit voucher for the course, but it's something that I think is going to be so fun. I get to spend some more valuable time with my sister doing something that she is going to really enjoy, and for me that's something that I'm also going to get enjoyment out of. So but that's kind of a really great idea. I think even just a lovely voucher for a beautiful restaurant where you can have a really nice dining experience is something that's really special. Movie tickets are a great one if you have a friend or a loved one that you want to give something to who really loves going and seeing the latest films. But yeah, there are so many different ideas for experiences and things, and maybe I will leave some listed down in the description box below as well in case you want some other options. Now let's kind of move into the categories of physical items, and I thought I would kick this off with beauty. And honestly, there are so many amazing beauty gift sets out there at the moment that it's sort of hard to narrow it down, and I've got a lot here that I'm going to be giving away. So I'm gonna just quickly grab everything and start talking you through some of the beauty gift ideas. Alright, so the first thing I thought I would mention is a beauty advent calendar, and I don't know about you, but I feel like advent calendars have had a serious upgrade since I was a kid when I got the chocolate ones. Getting a beauty advent calendar is so much more fun, at least in my books these days. And I am doing a giveaway over on Instagram, which you can still enter. You'll still have time to enter when this video goes up, for one of the Clarins advent calendars, which I think is a really beautiful gift. As you probably know, I talk about Clarins quite a bit. It's one of my favorite kind of go-to brands. Their double serum is one of my favorite products. And I will be shipping this internationally. The rules are pretty easy to enter this one, but all the information for this particular giveaway is on my Instagram. But yeah, this is great. It's a 12 days of Christmas. They do also retail or sell a 24/25 days of Christmas one, but this is a little bit less of a pinch to the wallet. But there's full and deluxe sample size products in here. So for 12 you get a full size of the moisturizing reviving eye mask, but I feel like things like this are always really good value for money because the product value in here is usually significantly higher than what you would pay to buy each of these individually. I've seen some other brands do really beautiful advent calendars. Diptyque always do one which is really magical but horrendously expensive. Dior perfumes I think did one as well, which looked really, really stunning. But yeah, I will leave some of my favorites that are still available linked down below because it is a good gift for someone else, but also a really nice gift or a treat for yourself if you are very into beauty. Now some of these items that I mentioned are probably going to be things you've seen me talk about in previous years if you watch all of my gift guides. This I wanted to mention because it is probably one of the most useful things that I have in terms of a beauty item that I can also travel with, and it is a makeup case. I've got two. The one that I just used to go away for our baby moon, this one here from the Daily Edited, and this is a really great dupe for the Anya Hindmarsh travel case because it is clear, so you can actually use this on the plane as your sort of makeup carry-on, which I use quite frequently whenever I go to New Zealand. There's enough room in here. There's two zippers, so there's a smaller section and a larger one, so you can sort of split your larger products from your smaller ones. And this you can get personalized too. So I've got my initials on here, JLB, and it's just a blind embossing, which you might be able to just see maybe. I got one of these for my sister last year for Christmas and she really loved it, and it does come in a few different color options as well. If you prefer more of a classic makeup purse, something that's a bit smaller that you can fit into a handbag, I have this other one here. This is from Mon Purse. So Mon Purse and the Daily Edited are both very similar in terms of being able to offer personalized products. They've got so many different things, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more later on in the fashion section of the video. But this is just a really nice classic makeup pouch, and this is the kind of one that I tend to put in my everyday bag. It's not too large, and again, I've got my initials embossed in gold here on the front, and it's just got a really nice fabric interior with a small internal pocket. So I think those make really fabulous gifts, and things like this always going to come in handy. The fact that this is a leather pouch too, I just think you could, if you really wanted, you could wear this for a night out as well. So that's a good one that will do double duty when you travel. I've got a stack of beauty gift sets here, which are all going to be getting given away, which is really, really amazing. And I thought I would start with the first one, which is from Benefit. So this is the Sweeten Buttercup gift set. So this has some of Benefit's core products in here, and aside from the Hoola bronzer, they're all full size, which I think is amazing. So there's the Professional, there's the Gimme Brow, there's the Hoola and the Mini, and then there's also the Bad Gal Bang mascara. So I think this is a really lovely one. It comes in a really beautiful little pink velvet pouch, which actually maybe if I open this up I can show you what that looks like. So this is what the pouch looks like. Always handy to have a makeup pouch, something like that, but I just think this is a really cool way to discover some products from Benefit. And as I said, I will be giving some of these away, so I've got 3 of these to give away. Benefit can be sending them out directly, so thank you so much to Benefit for providing me with these to give away. Unfortunately, this one is only going to be open to Australian residents, so make sure when you leave your comment below you let me know where you are from, but I just thought that was a really neat one. Then I have got from Kate Somerville, this is the Glow on the Go. This is some of their iconic radiant boosters from the brand. Now, I have tried a couple of products from Kate Somerville in the past, and I have to say they are just beautiful. Her moisturizers are absolutely stunning, and this has the Exfoliate Cleanser, and it also has the Dermal Quench Liquid Lift, which is an advanced wrinkle treatment. And I just think that if you're very much into your skincare, this would be such an amazing gift to receive from a really highly respected brand. So this is going to be another product that I'll be giving away, and I will be doing a little bit of a bundle. Then I have from Sol de Janeiro. So this is the brand that does the Bum Bum Cream. They have got this really gorgeous little gift set. So in here there is a body fragrance, there is the Bum Bum Cream, which is a really beautiful, gorgeous smelling moisturizer, and there's also a shower cream gel. So that comes in a little carry case as well. Very handy for travel, because I think most of these are, I think they're all within the under 100 ml size. Yeah. Then I also have from Eve Lom a set of 4 of the face and neck sheet masks, and Eve Lom, again, one of those really beautiful skincare brands. I have used a couple of products from the brand which I absolutely adore, and this would just be such a nice little luxury, nice treat to do in the evening. I would love getting just a general Eve Lom gift set. And the final one that I wanted to mention, I've actually removed the packaging from it, but it's from Drunk Elephant. You can see my camera there, but it is this really beautiful mirrored box gift set, and inside you get a bunch of the Drunk Elephant products, and there is also a full-size product in here as well, so you kind of have an entire skincare set here to indulge in. And I have the Drunk Elephant gel cleanser, which I'm going to link down below, and It is the best cleanser I've tried so far this year. That is not bank-breakingly expensive. It's going to last a really long time. I mean, I've been using it night and day for the last month or more than a month, and I have barely made a dent in it. So something that I'm really happy to splurge in, and I've only heard good things about the brand. So I feel like one of these little kits, there's a couple of different ones, be a really great way to invest in the brand and get to try out some products, which is one of the things I always love Christmas for in terms of beauty. The final beauty category that I wanted to mention was fragrance, and I know that fragrance can be incredibly personal, so this is probably something I would recommend buying a person that you know and you know well. Maybe they've got a signature fragrance that you could buy them a refill of. Mine used to be Flower Bomb. Now I definitely wear so many different fragrances. I tend to wear something depending on my mood or just whatever I pull out of the drawer that day, but I find Christmas is when you get those really beautiful limited edition bottles. So I've got this one here from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is the Amo Ferragamo scent. This is a limited edition set. So I mean, it's this gorgeous silver bottle. The scent in this is actually divine as well, and actually this is the one that I'm going to start using this week, I think, because it is such a beautiful sort of a floral soft scent, but you kind of get a bit of a fruitiness to it as well. But I just thought when I opened this up that it looked like a Christmas decoration, like something you could hang from your tree. Just absolutely stunning and would be a really magical gift to receive. Other fragrance brands that I really like, Jo Malone, and I love the fact that you can get these smaller size colognes from the brand. They are a little bit more of a luxury, a little bit more expensive, but you can actually buy a couple as a little set, and they do come in really beautiful gift boxes as well. Poppy and Barley is one of the new ones, but probably my favorite from the brand is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I just think it is so perfect, and it's a really good universal sort of a scent. The next category we have is fashion, and I wanted to start with knitwear, which is really perfect if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. I've got 3 brands I wanted to hero, 2 of which I'm going to be giving gift cards for $100 US out of my own money. It's just something, they're brands that I really love, so I thought it would be nice to kind of be able to treat or share that brand with one of you for Christmas. So the first one I thought I would mention is Everlane. They do loads of cashmere knit sweaters, which I think are fantastic. I love their cashmere rib crew. It is one of my favorite sweaters in my wardrobe. Also, their alpaca knit sweaters are gorgeous. This is one of my most worn from the spring and one of my favorite sweaters in my wardrobe right now, just because it is so light and fluffy. It's in the almond color. I wear this in a size small despite being pregnant. It still fits me perfectly. But yeah, a really great one. So I'll be giving away one $100 voucher for Everlane. Then the other brand I wanted to mention is Cezanne. I have kind of talked about Cezanne before. I had a disaster of an experience the first time I shopped from them. I will say you have to be very careful about what you buy, and if you live somewhere where they do free returns, I think the process is a lot simpler. But if you live elsewhere, make sure you've read up on all of the returns processes, because it can be quite expensive. For me, the 2 times that I've returned products, it cost me about 70 Australian dollars. So it is expensive. You want to make sure you're buying something that you're going to keep or that is really good. And one of the sweaters that, one of the last items that I bought that I absolutely loved is the Chuck sweater, and this is just a stunning classic piece. I got it in the small. It is really nice and soft and fluffy and cozy and fuzzy, and definitely something I see myself wearing a lot next autumn winter. I'm really excited to be wearing this a lot then, actually, because it's sort of the perfect grey. It doesn't pull too warm. It's kind of got more of a cool undertone, which I really love, and it does come in a few different other colours as well, including a striped version, I believe. Then the other brand I wanted to highlight is Naadam. Now, I've talked about Naadam a few times, and it's a brand that I'm just really starting to explore. They do a $75 cashmere sweater, which I think is a really great way to add some beautiful luxury knitwear into your wardrobe without spending too much money. It's a lot thinner than any other cashmere sweaters that I have tried. I just want to flag that, and the sleeves are very long because it's a unisex style, but other than that, it's held up really well, and it is very soft, like unbelievably soft. But the sweater I wanted to sort of highlight is one of their luxe unisex cashmere sweaters. I've got this in the medium in this beautiful sort of a plum hue, and this is just ultra cozy and soft. I will say I have worn it 4 times and I have noticed a bit of pilling. I believe they use A grade cashmere, but I did just want to flag that. So you will want to make sure that if you are gifting cashmere to someone, that you gift it to them with a cashmere comb so that they can do the maintenance as well if they need to. But Naadam, as I mentioned before, is going to be the other brand that I am going to be gifting a $100 US gift card to. So make sure you enter below if you are interested in sort of potentially winning either of those. I just think both brands, both Everlane and Naadam, are beautiful brands, and yeah, I really want to be able to share that with you guys. The other kind of clothing item I wanted to mention is a silk blouse. Now, I personally love silk blouses and I just think that they are gorgeous all year round, and the one that is my favorite in my wardrobe at the moment is from Lily Silk, and I have had a discount code for Lily Silk. I'm not sure if it's still active, but I will leave it linked down, or I will leave it in the description box in case you decide that you see something on there that you like. This is just their oversized silk shirt. I have it in the black. I got the medium, which is so deliciously large on me and just very floaty and flowy, and I love the way that this looks. Perfect with jeans. I will maybe put a photo up on screen so you can see how it looks in an all black outfit, but adore this, and they do have loads of different colors. But yeah, if you want something that's an oversized fit for the receiver, or if you're gifting it for yourself, if you're splurging on yourself this Christmas, I would say you can stick true to size for sure, but if you want something that is really oversized, go up. Again, I know this might seem like a bit of an odd choice because it is summer where I live. However, I have gifted this next item category to someone at Christmas time before, and I just think it is a really nice luxurious thing to receive, and that is just a really beautiful scarf. Now I have this one here. This is from Everlane, and in the past I think I've mentioned my Acne Studios one. Acne is the brand that I've gifted previously, and I will say I don't think you need to spend that much money on a scarf. This is just as good, if not better. It feels softer, it is more blanket-like. This is enormous, and it comes in a few different colors too, so a bit less of a hit to the budget and just as lush actually, if not more so. And it is I believe it's a wool cashmere blend too, so very, very nice and soft and cozy. Yeah, it's 70% wool and 30% cashmere, so a very beautiful thing to gift. I would say if the person has a white cat like I do, maybe go for the grey or the really lovely sort of apricot camel colour. Next, let's talk about jewellery, and if you watched my video where I brought you Black Friday shopping with me, then you will know that I decided to splurge on a few things from Missima for myself ahead of Christmas, and I have to say I just think that their jewelry is beautiful. I really love the unpacking experience as well when it comes to Missima jewelry. I just think it's a really beautiful gift to give someone for Christmas. So I bought myself a couple of things and I wanted to show you how it arrives packaged and just show you the whole experience. So obviously I pulled it out of the box that I received it in, but you get a little box like this, and this is for the earrings. It comes in a really beautiful wool pouch. The earrings that I got are so vintage inspired, just absolutely stunning. I just think that's a really lovely gift to give, and I do also have a bracelet as well, which I purchased, which is this one here. So I think something like that would be really lovely, and I will leave some of my favourite Missima pieces linked below. Actually, the necklace I'm wearing today is my Interstellar necklace I bought last year, which I love, and a girlfriend of mine, she received it as a gift and she adores hers as well. Now the next jewellery brand that I wanted to mention is Mejuri. You know I've been wearing this brand for years. I've collaborated with them on an earring which is still available. It's the loop earring, and I'm still so unbelievably proud of that moment. And they've got some really stunning designs, and I find a lot of their pieces are a lot more affordable because they are gold vermeil. And I'm going to be gifting this next piece as part of the giveaway. So again, as I mentioned, it's going to be quite a few winners. I really wanted to spread the love as much as possible. So if you have any preferences, maybe tell me in the comment section below. But I thought I would gift this really lovely croissant dome bracelet. I have the regular bangle, which I absolutely adore, and I just think that this is a much more extra version, which is really great if you are potentially wearing a very simple outfit. Having a very sort of out there, or I guess more jazzy jewelry piece is a great way to make your outfit look a little bit more special. I'm wearing my favourite earrings from Mejuri at the moment. These are the ones which I seem to have on repeat, which are the pearl, I think they're the organic pearl earrings, and I just love those. So those would make a really beautiful gift too. I will leave my edit link down below because I believe it gets you 10% off your first order and free shipping if you live in America and Canada. Then the next brand, which does, oh my gosh, the packaging is just divine, is Chupi, and this is an Irish based brand. And gosh, when I unwrap this, such a special experience. So you get this beautiful bag, then you get this little dust bag, which is just really lovely. It's velvet with these really thick substantial ribbons, and then the actual item that I got is in this really lovely little box. So when you undo it, it's all velvet box. You can see the signet ring that I have in there, and I just think that's a really special experience. They do have a lot of more expensive pieces, but they have more affordable ones as well on their website, which I think is great. Then the final jewelry brand that I thought I would mention, which again I'm also going to be gifting an item from here away, is Wanderlust & Co. Now, this is a little gift box it comes in, and I do find that they again have some more slightly affordable pieces which are gold plated. So one of the things that I have, which I'm yet to use, are these really lovely little hair clips, which I think is very fun. This was part of a collaboration I believe that they did with Tara Milk Tea, which is just gorgeous. But the earrings that I'm going to be giving away are these very lovely Zodiac inspired earrings. I just thought these were really cute. They come in so many different colours too. These ones here are the blue ones. So those are a couple of the things that I will be giving away from a jewelry perspective. Then I've got a few more sort of leather goods accessories. So this is a giveaway that I'm doing as part of a different video, and I'm going to link that down below and up here because you've still got a little bit of time to enter. And it's a beautiful wallet, and I just think that this is such a lovely gift idea. The wallet is from Longchamp, and this is in a really pretty pink blush colour. As you can see, it sort of opens up. It's a really nice continental wallet, beautiful quality. I just think something like that, it's a bit of a splurge, is a really lovely gift idea, especially if you know the person who you're gifting is in need of a new wallet. Then the other sort of leather good I wanted to mention is personalized pouch. So this is sort of in the same vein as those personalized makeup pouches I mentioned earlier. So I've got two here. One is from Mon Purse, one is from the Daily Edited. They both come in loads of different colors. This one here actually has a little strap, which you can, a little wristlet strap which you can detach, but they're both beautiful. This one's a pebbled leather, this one's a Saffiano leather, so it sort of depends on the taste of the person that you're going to be gifting it to. And as you can see, there's also a little bit of a size difference as well, but they're both beautiful. I've got them both embossed with my names. I received these as gifts. This one actually from the brand when I met Elise for the first time in Dallas, and this here was a gift from my brother and sister a couple of years ago for my birthday. So I just think those are really lovely to receive, and you can't go wrong with something like this. It's kind of that special piece that you pull out when you have a nice occasion or an event. The final fashion thing I wanted to mention is a magazine subscription. Now I know this might seem a little bit old school, but I love having magazines. I love being able to flip through a physical magazine, but a digital subscription is also great for the person prefers to have less clutter in their homes. Two of my favourite magazines are Rush, which is an Australian one. This is a really old issue. This is from 2017, but it's one of my favourites, and also The Gentlewoman as well, which has some really amazing, not only editorial pictures, but also really great interviews as well. And so those are two of my favourites, and I just think a really great gift to give someone, because often that's not really something that you buy for yourself. So the next category I wanted to mention is home, and I wanted to share a gift that I actually gave to Luke for our wedding anniversary, which I just think this in general is a really lovely gift idea. We haven't actually put this on the wall yet, but we're planning to, and it's a really beautiful framed photograph or print. So for our wedding anniversary, because we don't actually have any photos of our wedding printed or haven't gotten around to it yet. It's one of those things I think you sort of have to go out of your way, especially if you're getting it framed properly. But yeah, I decided to get one of our favorite images printed, and we know where we're going to hang it. It's just a matter of actually getting the tools and things and nailing a nail in the wall. But I gave him this beautiful print. I think this is a little bit larger than I think it's A3 size, but it's a really nice substantial print. He absolutely loved it, and he was so thrilled when I gave this to him, because we don't really do we don't make a big deal of occasions like that. So for him, this was a really big surprise, and I just think such a nice, very thoughtful, very personal gift to give someone, and it's something I'm really looking forward to putting up on our wall. We've just had it leant up against the bedroom wall at the moment, and it's so nice to get to see this every single day. This is actually the picture I've also got as my screensaver on my phone, so I just thought that's a really lovely gift to give someone. Additionally, a really beautiful print. One of my favorite artists, illustrators is Jasmine Dowling, and I really love her prints. I tend to try and buy one from each collection that she puts out. This one here I get a lot of questions about because it's always sitting in my background. Unfortunately, is one of her older prints, but she does some really beautiful ones, and she is just such a creative talent. So I thought I would just give a shout out. The frame is from Country Road, so we'll leave this link down below as well because it's a beautiful frame. Even just giving a nice frame, which is a little bit more expensive to someone, is a really lovely gift idea too. Then I wanted to move on to a really beautiful jewelry box, and I feel like I talked about this last year too, but it was a different jewelry box that I mentioned. I got a really lovely one from Menu, which I splurged on and I love, and I recently decided to buy a second slightly larger one just so that I had somewhere else to put the rest of my jewelry. And this one here is from Country Road. It's in black wood, so very sort of Scandinavian chic, and it has a mirror, a really large mirror on the inside. And I like the fact that this one here actually has these sort of little wooden pop-out sections, but it's just a really lovely jewelry box. I mean, something like this is so substantial. It's really weighty and heavy, and it looks so special on my vanity, and I mean, I would love receiving something like this at Christmas time. For another sort of practical gift idea, I wanted to mention a 2020 planner. This one is from Bianca Cash, and I received this as a gift from my friend Kelly, who owns a really beautiful store called Makers Market, and I love being able to support small business, so definitely something I would recommend doing this Christmas if you are sort of on the hunt. Actually, I've got another friend who's just recently launched a store. I've got to talk about her thing too, but this is just a really beautiful linen calendar or diary, and I cannot wait to use this next year. Not to mention it comes with stickers, which to me is just such a novelty, but love it. And it's a really beautiful, just classic diary. So something like that is really nice. You can also buy personalized ones. Pretty sure the Daily Editor do personalized diaries as well, which I can link below if you'd like to check those out too. My other friend, one of my best friends, actually launched a business selling these really luxurious looking unisex keychains. I'm going to put a picture up here. It's called Clay, and yeah, I just think that's also a really great gift to give someone. Maybe to give one of the men in your life a really lovely little stocking stuffer, something like that. So I will also link her store below too, because it's just recently launched, and like I said, it's really great to support a small business where you can. Now, I really love gifting bougie candles to people because I feel like it's something you don't really buy for yourself because of how expensive they can be. Diptyque has always been a go-to for me, but I did want to mention one which I feel has so much more throw and just really has the ability to completely scent a room, and that is number 27 Fragrance House. I've got the St. Clementine, and I want to say I've had this candle for almost getting close to 2 years now, and despite the fact that it's been burnt down quite significantly, just holding it next to me, I can smell the aroma of the candle. It is just so powerful, so heavily scented, and really fragrant. So definitely a brand I would recommend. Also, their packaging is just, I mean, I wouldn't base this on that, but their packaging is also absolutely gorgeous, and it's a bit of a luxury experience. Then getting even just a really lovely candle votive set is a nice gift. I actually got one from, I never know how to pronounce this brand. Is it Voluspa? I've had some of their candles before, and I think they are stunning, and I was gifted a couple of months ago a 5 votive candle set of a few of their different fragrances, and they came in these beautiful little votives, and I adore these. I think that's a really great way to give someone a few different fragrances if you aren't too sure what their favorite scent is, and again, just a really lovely thing to open up. Then the other thing I thought I would mention is a room spray. Now this is actually hair mist, but I use it like a room spray. It's from Jo Malone, and this is the Orange Blossom scent. This was part of one of their limited edition collections, I think for Mother's Day, but yeah, I use this a lot like I would the Diptyque room spray, which I ended up giving that one away because I found it was a bit overwhelming for me. It was just a bit too overpowering. This is a lot softer, and it is designed to be spritzed into your hair. You could wear this like a fragrance, but I like to spritz this around the house. So something like that is also a really nice gift to give too. Actually, speaking of fragrance, incense is another one as well. My sister loves incense. I personally love it too, but I don't have any at the moment. But yeah, that's another really good gift to give as well if someone is very much into their fragrances. I also thought I would mention books. Books are again a very personal thing, and I'm not going to go ahead and just recommend anything willy-nilly, but I will say two of the books that I have read or been reading recently, which I really enjoyed, are The Testaments, which is the follow-up to The Handmaid's Tale. This is actually set, I think, is it 20 or 30 years after The Handmaid's Tale, and it's a brilliant read. I think Margaret Atwood did the story justice, and it was really nice to kind of, I guess, tie up any loose ends, and it didn't feel like an extension of the series. So that is one I would recommend, maybe even for yourself if you haven't read it yet. It's really good summer holiday or Christmas holiday reading. The other book that I've been reading recently, which I've been very much enjoying, is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. So he's the creator of Nike, and it's very, very fascinating and a really easy read. I very much like his approachable style of writing. I just think it kind of adds to the story, makes it feel very personal. The final home item I wanted to mention is cushions or a really beautiful throw or blanket or something like that. I have this really lovely one from Sly, which I've had for a while now. It is designed to have that zipper at the front. That's kind of the detail of it. And these come in so many different colors. I actually used to have one in a green, sage green velvet, but it just picked up a lot of cat hair, I think. But this one is in a cotton, and it's just really lovely, and it goes with sort of the burgundy sort of pink neutrals thing we've got going on in our guest bedroom. I'm going to kind of lump the last two categories, travel and tech, together because I find a lot of them sort of there's a bit of crossover between them, but I might start with maybe a techie thing, or maybe it's more of a home thing. You can tell me what you think, which is records. Now, this will only apply if the receiver of the gift has a record player. Maybe a record player could be a gift that you could give as well, but I know they are a little bit more expensive. But I just think a beautiful record is such a lovely gift. I've got a few here. Metallica. This one is obviously Luke's. I'm not really into Metallica, but he likes it. But even if you found some vintage vinyls, my dad gave me a whole bunch of his old vinyls that he wasn't listening to, and it was such a magical gift. I've got a few of his David Bowie records, which I absolutely love, and then Fleetwood Mac. I mean, what a classic. And then one of mine that Luke got me, which is the Starboy album from The Weeknd. So I think that can make a really cool gift, particularly if the person is really into their music and loves listening to vinyls. Then next, I thought I would mention a smartwatch. Now, I used to have a watch. It wasn't this smart, but I used to have a watch which would track like the number of steps and things that I took, and I loved wearing that because I am such a nerd for data. But now that we are so much more connected to our phones and things, it can be useful to be able to get those alerts on your wrist, because I know I always have my phone on silent and I literally miss every single phone call I receive. I think I'm probably one of the most infuriating people to get in touch with, but being able to have that little alert at your fingertips basically can be really handy. So a beautiful smartwatch, one that is both functional but also has some really appealing design elements, is a lovely gift. Apple obviously do a smartwatch, but if you want something that is a little bit more affordable, I think this one from Fossil is gorgeous. This one has the operating system by Google in it, and that is a very cool gift. It has a mesh black strap, so very classic, very sort of minimal Scandi chic. Then I wanted to mention a compact camera. So Christmas is kind of one of those times of year where you're spending a lot of time with family, making memories, and what better way to capture it than on camera. Now I know we've all got our phones these days, but I do sometimes think it can be nice to have a picture that is a bit more high quality, or maybe have somewhere where you can take some really beautiful video and then maybe put it together and make a little film of a holiday, which is something I love doing. I love taking video and things like that when we are traveling. So I've got two smaller compact cameras which give you DSLR quality pictures and are really handy to have. I mean, they are so small, you can pop them in your pocket, you can pop them in your handbag. I've got the Canon G7X Mark II, which I've heard is a much better one to the Mark III. So this I've had for a few years now and is one I generally vlog with. I also have the Sony RX 100. So this is a newer camera to me, and this is one that I can pair with my cell phone, which is really fantastic. And actually I have found when I take photos with this, I don't even need to edit them. They just look beautiful straight out of the camera. I will pop a photo here of a completely unedited photo that I took recently using this camera. But yeah, just really good, and these are a lot more affordable than a DSLR camera like I'm currently filming on at the moment. I use Canon EOS 5D Mark III. That's much more expensive. These are a lot more affordable and a really lovely gift to give. There's also the Olympus Pen EPL 8 as well, which has interchangeable lenses, so a good one for travel. Then we have, kind of on the same topic, a drone. Now this is a little bit more expensive. This is maybe something that you're giving as a gift to your partner, I would say, or for yourself. And I bought this one actually ahead of our trip to New Zealand. It's the DJI Mavic. And I think I bought the less expensive one. It's the Mavic Air. And you can kind of see how small this folds down. You can pop it into your backpack. This is fantastic to give to someone who is traveling, or if you and your partner really love to travel but you also want to be able to capture your trips and your travels from a different perspective. And I found that this was really easy to use. The quality was fantastic, and again, I mean, it is just so compact. It is lightweight. It's very easy to travel with. I did used to have the DJI Phantom 4, and it was beautiful. It's what we took to the Maldives with us, but it was so cumbersome, so heavy, and not the kind of thing you could take when you are hiking, whereas this one you can kind of take anywhere. So I highly recommend this if you have been thinking about splurging on one. This is also a really great one. Then another little techie thing. Now, many of you may not know this, but I am an avid gamer. I have been playing video games since since I can remember. My dad he used to be a computer salesman, and he had given me a really old chunky laptop when I was a kid, and I used to play Dig Dug on it. And that was sort of my first introduction to computers. Then Mum got me a computer when I was 6. I have no idea what I did to deserve that, but it had about 100 games on it, so I spent a lot of time playing video games when I was a kid. And I think I got my first PlayStation when I was about 8, and I have continued that obsession throughout. So I love more PlayStation and Nintendo, and I'm a big JRPG fan. That is my jam when it comes to games. So for me, last Christmas, Luke actually got me the Nintendo Switch, and I've got a few games for this that I absolutely love. This you can actually hook up to your TV, which is amazing, so you can play it on the big screen, but then you can also travel with this too. The only thing I will say is it doesn't have the best battery life. But I've been playing the new Pokemon game. I've also been playing Octopath Traveler, which I love. Stardew Valley is great if you are a OG Harvest Moon fan. It is basically Harvest Moon, but under a different name. But a Nintendo Switch, this is hours and hours of fun, and honestly, it's something that I really love to do to unwind. This is just a few more gifts that I wanted to mention, and like I said, I mean, these just span the entire spectrum, men and women, but the next thing I thought I would mention are wireless headphones. If the person you are gifting is an avid runner, loves to listen to their music but doesn't have wireless headphones, you cannot go past a pair. I swear when I got these, it completely changed my world, because I was previously running just with my iPhone headphones and they fall out of my ears. These ones actually hook around your ears, so they're very secure, and they were very inexpensive. I think these ones were around the $30 mark. They are very clearly a dupe for the Beats headphones, which are around the $200 and something mark. Luke has those, and I've had them previously, and I actually don't think that you need to invest that much money in them. These have done the trick. I got these from Kogan, and yeah, like I said, I think they're about $30. I will leave them linked below, but a great gift even if you need something like that for yourself. Then I also thought I would mention, in terms of music and sound, Sonos. So a few years ago I got Luke a Sonos for Christmas, and he loves it. It's one of those big speakers, and you can actually hook it up to a whole bunch of other speakers throughout the whole house. So you've got Sonos throughout your entire home, which I think it can just make for a really magical musical listening experience. Then the final thing I want to mention is much more geared towards travel, and it is a really beautiful passport holder. This one is from One Purse, and as you can see, it has been personalized, and I really like the fact that this one here, you can pop your passport on this side, but then you can have all your cards on this side, so it also functions as a purse as well when you're away. Or a really beautiful travel tag, and this one again from One Purse. I got it personalized, and this was a gift from the brand. It was completely unexpected. Yeah, just think a really gorgeous little set. And even just luggage can be a really lovely gift to give as well. I really like my away luggage. I've heard from a friend, Lojal is apparently the best, and I've been wanting to invest in one of their suitcases for a while, so we'll leave Lojal link down below too. So that is my very extensive gift guide. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some gift ideas. As mentioned, all the giveaways that I kind of flagged throughout the video will be listed in the description box in detail, including how to enter, which is very simple. I really wanted to remove all barriers to entry, and aside from the benefit kits, it is open worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you live. I really just wanted to say a huge thank you for all of your support and for watching my videos over the last year, or years if you've been following me for a while. Thank you for watching. I hope that you are having the most incredible and magical festive season so far, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. See you soon. Bye.